Well, hello, dreamers. I'm just a few seconds early, a few minutes maybe 3 minutes early. Who knows? Just wanted to get on here and get ready and be all set up. We'll start right at 7:30. I can do a little commercial while we're waiting for 7:30 to get here, and then it'll be over with. I have my copy of the new catalog. Actually, I've already bought the new catalog. I've got copies for you too. As soon as you come in and to my one of my classes, I have. They are so exciting inside. Oh, they are exciting inside. I wish you could see it. I really do. I really do. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Oklahoma for being outside, but today I stayed inside and made some cards for you. Finished some cards for you. I had already started them. I already had kind of an idea in my head. Just sometimes it takes me a minute to get it going. So it is 7:28. My goodness, how long is a minute? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and start because there's nobody here. I've been working real hard at using some older stamp sets. You know, we have a bunch of stamp sets that are retiring with this new catalog. I personally have 21 that are going to carry over, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not going to lie about that. I am pretty excited that I have so many. But we have, two catalogs retiring at the same time. And there's some carryover, some that are in the new catalog. Sometimes there'll be some of these catalogs in the summer event catalog. I'm trying to decide what it's called. The June to whenever, or the July to December, I think it's called. July to January. Anyway, so today we're going to use this one. I've had it for a while. I think I won it. I don't think I bought it. I think I won it, but I wanted it mostly for this right here, because I have several crafting stamp sets that would go well with it, and I want to crafty stamp sets. Let's see, I don't know, I can't see one right here. I can't. We've had several of the crafty ones. Anyway, so that was really the reason, and I just thought the little kitty was cute as can be. Although, you'll notice, I did not use him on any of my pages, any of my cards. But that's okay. That's all right. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to use it. I've kept them semi-simple. This one may be the one that's not the simplest, but it's not hard. It's not hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be simple. So let's get started. I think instead of telling you everything that I'm using, I'll just tell you as I go along because there's so much that I'm using. I am using this Cheerful basket, and it comes with dies. There are 20 dies altogether. You can actually take this basket, you can take just some brown, and I probably should have done it on this one, and make it where it looks like wood. And this you can put slats on it, slats going all the way across it if you want to make a really nice, like a farm bushel basket. I would do that in red if I did it, because I love the red with the green. And it's got some leaves, your hearts. We will use the hearts today. And the leaves that go on the apples. I did not use apples today. And I'm not real sure what that is. I guess we'll figure it out. What would that be? Oh, that's our butterfly. That's how you can cut out the little butterfly. I did it. Hey, Jean. Hey, Lori. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's our little butterfly, and of course our sweet little kitty. If you want to make your handle 3-dimensional, wouldn't that be awesome to do it in a silver foil? And we've got some more leaves. I think, well, this will stay around till Christmas because, like I said, I will keep this set. But these are so delicate. I've used them here on this. I think they would be wonderful. They almost look like a fur or something of that nature. And then, of course, you've got your napkin, so you could make the napkin hang on the outside of it and countrify it if you wanted to. So those are the sets. There's 20 of them in there. And the paper I decided to use today is also retiring. And it comes from a Tea for Two set. It came out with the last catalog. There's some with the teapots and the flowers, and one side, this one has the lemons. And I wanted to use it up. I mean, it's got lots of pretty paper. It is still available. If that's something you would like to have, it is still available. But if you want it, you better hurry up and get it, because things are starting to go on the sold out aisle. And so that's the paper that we're using today. Even this pretty pink. There's the pretty pink, and the back of it is a bigger, bolder flower. Wouldn't that make a nice Mother's Day card? I love this paper. I love this paper. It's bright and cheery. All right, so we're going to start with the red one to begin with. And I decided that I wasn't going to be coloring things in. Sorry. I guess I need to move my camera up just a little bit so my arm doesn't make it fuzz on you. Okay, we're going to start with this first one. And it says, "You fill my day with happiness." And I haven't put anything on the inside, because this will probably be one I'll just write a personal note on it. I have lots of people who fill my days with happiness. I will tell you that for sure. All right, so we've got our 8.5 by 5.5 card base, and I've scored it at 4 1/4, just a basic card, and used my antique bone folder to score it. I have a piece of the retiring polished pink, And it's going to retire. We're going to glue that on the front here. And we're going to do 3 cards today, Lori, so I'm going to kind of move on through it and not stop and visit too much. I can visit while I'm doing things like this, but you know I can't do 2 things at once. So, let's get this on there even. I hear the neighbor dogs barking. And then we'll put, this one is cut just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this was 4 by 5 1/4. This will be 3 3/4 by 5. Just a little bit smaller. Taking that 1/4 of an inch off of it. Real simple math. I try to keep math simple all the time. I had originally thought that I would use the little napkin and use this pink for the napkin hanging over it. And then as I was looking for paper to go with it, I thought, you know, that makes a sweet background. Very sweet background. This would be a pretty background for baby cards, although I don't know anybody having babies. But if I did, it would be cute for that. Here we go. Now, I'm going to take some red, and I'm going to use my Stamparatus, which is also retiring, ladies. The Stamparatus is getting ready to go away. It will be in the online store for a while. And that will not start until, I need to put this on the outside. That will not start until the catalog goes live. So right now we can't get it at all. Because I tried to get one. Miss Lori wanted another one. I just can't get it just now. Just not yet. Now I'm going to, this is my old piece that I had. I'm going to take that off. Because I'm going to put this one up here. And I'm going to put the red down here. Because we can just stamp them both at the same time with the Stamparatus. That's what I love about it. So we're going to take our basket, put it here, and let's grab those hearts, and we'll put them here. I'm going to keep it up just a little bit because I'm going to use this last little bit to cut out these little hearts that, you know, are spilling out. There we go. And then all I have to do is close this and pick those up. And now we're going to ink them up with our Memento. This is Tuxedo Black. We also sell a brown, but I've never bought it. Maybe I should sometime. This is pretty much my go-to stamp. My go-to ink. I have the refill sitting right here close to my desk because I do use it so often and I have to refill on a regular basis. Let's see, how's that doing? This needs a little more ink. I didn't think I was getting it on there good. I think the basket looks good, huh? There we go. We'll let that dry for just a second. I'll take my chamois and wipe this clean. Girls, I've quit using baby wipes. I know you guys probably don't believe me, but the baby wipes had started leaving like cotton or some kind of fluffy stuff on it. And it was messing with my stamping. Put those back where they belong. Let's put him right back in there. Those should be set pretty good. They do dry right immediately. Just immediately. And while we've got this out, let's go ahead and get our You Fill My Days with Happiness. I can figure out which one it is. Oh, there it is. I was starting to panic just a little bit. See, now I had used this, Nothing Fancy, Just Love. At one time I was playing. I thought that was a cool statement. And let's get this on here, because we're going to die cut this also. Put this down. We're going to use our pretty pink, the polished pink. I'm kind of sad that it's going away. There's several things that I'm kind of sad that it's going away. Lori, what are you saddest about? I don't know if you're still on there. Some of our bright colors are going away. I'm sad because my favorite green, which was the Pear Pizzazz, is retiring. But you know what? It's been around. Oh, your stomach is making you sad. I'm so sorry, Lori. I'm so sorry. Tummy problems are no fun. None whatsoever. There we go. That stamp's clean and semi in its place. Yeah, and that's all the stamping that we're going to do on this card. Until I figure out what I'm going to put on the inside. That is. So we can put him away for a minute. Yeah, I can reach it. Right there it is. My stamping cut and emboss machine. And I could have colored this in. I could have done this on a white page and colored it in with my Stampin' Blends. And that would have been very pretty. I was trying to think, you know what, you guys are so busy, everybody's so busy, that I decided I would just do it to where we could just cut it out. Just boom, 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 and it's cut out. And not have to do a lot of coloring. Sometimes that's nice. I do love the inking and the painting. You know, that's one of the reasons why I love paper crafting so much, is because it's just, oh, it just wants to move on this piece of paper. Sometimes we have to coax it. And this is going to be one of those times. So we're just going to turn it around. We'll try the other end. And I didn't have a single problem today. I was so happy with you, got little machine. My neighbor, a different Lori that lives next door, has been in the hospital for the last 3 days, and she got to come home today. She actually came home last night, but I didn't see her till today. Really? This one works all the time. And remember, whenever you cut out something that is big and empty on the inside, kind of turn it at an angle so that it keeps too much pressure, the extra pressure off of your dies. Well, that was fun. I'm just frustrated now. I can't do anything the way I want. So there we are. So in a month, when our new catalog goes live, I will be hosting with Miss Patty a catalog launch. And somebody asked me the other day, what is a launch? Well, really all it is the day, it's just me getting to show you the catalog. It's, people who come and make a purchase will get a free catalog to take home with them that day. We're going to make 5 cards. We're going to play bingo. Who likes bingo? I love bingo. So we're going to play bingo. I'm going to try to figure out how to get this off of here. There we go. We're going to play bingo. We're going to play one other game. We're going to play a couple games. Going to have snacks and drinks, non-alcoholic, and get to know the new catalog and figure out what it is you want me to, what it is going to be my next thing to make for you guys. What I would love is for you all to tell me what you want to do for a class. Oh, I put that down too soon. And we'll get a class started. Because I really, really want to start doing some classes. So we're going to use now the Stylish Shapes. That's how I got this piece right here. There's 4 different sizes of these banners. And of course your circles and squares. But I love these banners. Because, oops, let's put this underneath. Because they cut and they give you the stitching with it. And I love that. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Now we'll put you back down on the floor where you belong. I keep it down on the floor when I'm in here working because my dog is afraid of it. And it keeps him out of my room because he's kind of a pain. So, let's see. That there and this here. I want to pop it up, I think. I put those cards over the top of my Pop Dots. I think I'm just gonna pop it both up. And I forgot to put bling on it before. Laura, you think it needs some bling? I think it may need just a little bit of bling somewhere. And what kind of a world would it be without bling? But anyway, our day of crafting, okay, I will get some bling out. Our day of crafting is going to be May the 7th. Was going to do it at the Activity Center, but I think it's just a little too cost prohibitive, so I'm working on another space. Not real sure where it's going to be yet. Depends on how many people we have. May just be at my house if we don't have very many of us. That day is Adeline's birthday. Happy birthday to you. That looks about half. It doesn't look straight though, but it looks like about half. There we go. A sad world. About what, Lori? I missed it. About not having too many people coming. Everybody's busy. Hello, whoever else is here, and welcome, welcome, welcome. We've started our first card. We're almost finished with it. I'm using the Cheerful baskets. Oops, they're gone. I must have talked to him. There we go. Let's see. I have some bling. Where should we put some bling? Down here, or just kind of flinging around? There we go. There we got our 3. I don't like that one there. Will it come up? Nope. It's there whether I like it or not. There we go. Those two are too symmetrical. So, with bling and without bling. Oh, forgot the cute little hearts. Put you back where you belong, so I'll know where you're at. It is quite an orchestration to get this desk ready. Hi, Beth. How are you? We're just almost done with card number 1. Using the Cheerful baskets. I have a couple of people that I really need to thank, so I thought this will make a nice thank you note. My fingers don't work. And we didn't do anything fancy. The only thing semi-fancy I did was this tag came from the Stylish Shapes. I am feeling very good. I went to see my cardiologist for my recheck after my heart cath, and she said everything looked good, and they're changing some medicine around just a little bit. Didn't take me off of it, but they put me on just a little bit more. Blood pressure is just too high for everything I've been through. So there we go. I use odd numbers. I don't use number 4. So there we go. So it was a good report. I love the stitch dies. I really do. I'm going to miss the circle dies. Girls, if you haven't got them, you need to get them because they are on that going away page. There we go. There's 2. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. All right, we're going to set them aside. And again, this paper, Beth, if I know you know, but this paper is the back side of one of the teacups. I'm using that paper pack today because it's getting ready to retire too. And you know, if you want it, you want it. So I'm using things that are going to retire. All right, those 2 are done. We're going to do the next one right here, since you didn't get to see it, Beth. Is another one using the basket. There's not a lot of moving parts in this set. So I had to really get creative to make enough card. Oh, I've already got some of the new. It's just gorgeous. I've made a couple of cards. I'm getting ready for my catalog launch. So we're going to use the Gorgeous Grape, and of course it's cut at. Okay, Miss Laurie, you watch what you put in that tummy tonight, okay, and get feeling better. I'll see you soon. The Gorgeous Grape, it's 8.5 by 5 1/4, and scored at 4 1/4. Just a basic card, but we're going to turn it sideways. Let's start with this easy stuff first. No, let's start with something that's not quite so easy. Let's see, I need something to put this on. I'll just use this. Oh, there's a piece of sheet. So, I could, on this, use the adhesive sheets. I'm not as fond of them as most everybody else is. Let's put it that way. I especially when it's real thin. And I just put the light dots on here and let it set for a minute or 2. And then it loses its milkiness. And then it's ready to go. And that corner over there wants to stand up. Will you just stand up all you want? I'm packing up my room I had a water leak, so I don't know where some of my stuff is. And one of those would be my little silicone sheet. Don't know where it's at. somewhere. We'll let that sit for just a minute. And we'll get this. I should have left that lid off. While that's getting rid of its milky stage. I have all of this cut out, girls, because I knew that it was going to be a little bit longer show tonight. Beth, have you gotten your pre-order in? I'm excited about mine. I've got my first one in, and I've already started using it, and then I needed to buy some more. So, again, this is, oh, where's my piece of paper? I stamped our basket on this paper here. I wanted it to look just a little bit girlier, and that's the lemons on the back of it were in that, in the teacup. I love this little piece of paper. So we're gonna pop this baby up. I'm gonna use the little ones. We're gonna use the small ones because I want it to be at the edges, because I'm going to stick things underneath there. Yes, Lori has been Lori's been sick. We're having a surgery soon, so not soon enough. And so her tummy does not like her. Put one in the middle. There we go. So I found this afternoon that it was easier to glue this on before I tried putting all this other stuff on, because it just moved. I had to put in a second order because I forgot to order some stuff that I needed for my catalog launch. So this first one I expedited, and the second one I did not, and it is still in picking a week and a half later. And this one, this sending, does have a stamp set with it, but I won this for my upline as a prize. All I got was the die cut set. Oh, thank you, Beth. I will let her know. All I got was the die cut set, and it has several nice things in it. It has 14 different die cuts, and it's got the sending. This is actually carrying over into the new catalog, or it's in the new catalog. And it's got some flowers and some leaves, some real nice little places to write your sentiments. But I thought I would use this sending for this card. I have a friend who is a Kansas not a Jayhawk, a Kansas Wildcat fan. She's actually in Kansas right now with her mom for Easter. And, of course, their colors are purple. So I think that's where this one needs to go. And we're going to put this way over here, up and out of the way. Maybe. I don't get it stuck to me. And see, that way I don't get all that glue all over. It's not sticky. Yay. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of white. I think I got rid of my whites. I mean, didn't get rid of it, but you know what I mean. Moved it off my table. I did. Here's a little piece. And we're going to do some more happiness. We need more happiness in our in our basket, and I just wanted to show everybody how I did that. And we're going to use the Gorgeous Grape, which is one of my favorite colors. I'm glad we didn't get rid of it. And I'm going to stamp 2 of these, because I've already got 2 made, and I put 3 inside here, and then that piece there. Oh, that little baby got bent. There we go. I know that most everybody uses a pad underneath their photopolymer. I find for me, because I've used them for so long, that I prefer it without it under it. I'll put you back where you belong. I have a habit of losing stamps. So, is that going to be dry enough to start messing with? Let me get rid of the bulk of this here. Put you back over here where you were hiding. And I'm just going to fussy cut this out. I will tell you that if you move the paper and hold your hand still, it makes it, I goofed up there. It makes it smoother and gives you a better cut. Makes your corners rounder. And we're going to cut those words off because we don't need them. Except for, we're going to keep the U. And now we've made our bubble. Quick and simple. Now I'm going to bubble this one, but we're going to cut the U all the way off. Because I wanted to send her lots of happiness. A little wide. Took the corner a little wide on that one. Most of this doesn't matter because you're not going to see down below pretty much most of it. All right. Now we're going to start putting this together. I've got my pop dots on the back here. You'll notice I don't have any in the middle because I'm going to stick my words and such on top. Oh, that one didn't want to stick. There we go. I can hear my husband in there talking on the phone. It always cracks me up when he does. He doesn't talk too much. We're going to put this one on the inside. Yeah, I was trying to figure out a different way to use the basket. I will tell you what is already retired. Let me pull this out. this jar of flowers, if you still have it around. This one here looks absolutely amazing inside the basket with a little bit of greenery with it. It's really nice. And of course, I still have mine because I have a mason jar thing. That's that country girl in me. And it doesn't make any difference if we get this glue all globby because it's just going to go up underneath there and nobody's going to see it. I started with this center one first. And need those scissors. So we're just going to chop that off. Put some glue on the back of it. Now let's put some greenery under it first. Thank you, Beth. I struggled trying to figure out what to do today. And I like that you can, move these around. They're easy to manipulate. And I almost flung that one across the room. And that's why I didn't put any of the dimensionals up high here. That one I want to save. And I'm just putting glue down at the bottom, the part that's going to be stuck inside, because I will be taking a couple of flowers or a couple of the leaves and sticking it on top and underneath and around and so we've got a basket. You don't have any of these sets? I think I must have got this one as a gift. I know that I got the sending from my upline for hitting a goal or something. But I think I got this set as a gift from somebody. And I probably needed one more of these, didn't I? I probably needed a couple more of those. Okay. And I hadn't used it. Hadn't used it at all until I started playing with it today. So I think it was very important that I kind of, let's just use it. Now I'm going to stick these down. I need to come up. You know what? I'm not going to stick that one down because I kind of like having a little bit more filler up there. But I'll cut them later. I can cut them. I use the retiring pear pizzazz for my leaves. Trying to use as much of the retiring stuff, to show everybody how to use it. I'm going to miss pear pizzazz. It may stay in my in my use it box because I do like it. Now we're going to open it up and put this on the inside. My husband had mouth surgery this week, or this past week, and he's been kind of a grumpy little boy. But it's getting better. Grumpy because he couldn't eat what he wanted to eat. Oh, I can't believe I just got glue right on there. Sorry. Sorry, card. Now, for my sentiment on the inside, I went to the Charming Sentiments, and I thought about cutting it out, but instead I just stamped it. Because you deserve it. Where is it? I wish I could read these. No. Oh, here it is, up at the top. Up at the top. And we're going to stamp it with the gorgeous grape. I don't know why I put it on like that. I never do. I always stamp it the other way. Yeah, I think Lisa will like this. She's not a stamper. She's not really even a crafter. There we go. I can't believe I got that on there. Obviously, I can't give her that one. I'll have to take some of my paper or something and put something across there. But I tried to, I usually stick with the one set, and it just doesn't have enough words. And so I decided that I would pull in other stamp sets. I rarely do that. I mean, I do when I'm making it for myself, but not when I'm showing it online. But I thought that went real well. And again, you're almost full. You shouldn't be. Ah, there we come. We're going to have too much now. I think because I love the art part of this one so much, I know that this one will stay around. This set will stay around. Yeah, I think it goes real well together. That it will stay around. And that part right there. And these little dies, I think they look like Christmas. I think they're going to be great on Christmas things. Christmas things. How's that sound? Cards or things. I want to make, and I like that I can manipulate it and make it curve if I want to. As long as I don't make it curve too much. And now I have to put something over that because I got icky on it. Let's clean our fingers real quick. And there we have it. I thought about putting bling on it, and I decided I didn't want to. Oh yeah, I have to put one on because I lost the dot. And these are the iridescent gems. I'll put one of those right there. There we go. I can say that. And I didn't put one on the other one either. Ta-da! Now we've got a little shiny. A little bit of shiny. And that's card number 2. All right. Put her aside with the other one. Now on to card number 3. Let me clean my space a minute. my table gets real messy. Sometimes when I'm crafting by myself, I have a space about this big. Because, yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Put some DSP over it. But I still got glue on the end of my finger. That's why, because I got glue right there. All right. Now, let's see. What did I do with the third one? I'll show you. We're really going to get crazy now. We're going to use the dots and this beautiful piece of paper. And I've got some retiring stuff. I think the dots is retiring, isn't it? The dots and spots, or is it carrying over? Maybe it's carrying over. So, only thing we're using from this will be the words. So, I'll put, why are you doing that? I'll go ahead and put those on and put you away. So we're going to use the dots and stamps. I've got everything cut out already. And we're going to use also the retiring crinkled seam binding ribbon. And I bought 3 things of that. Okay, Beth. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. And is this Joe? Give him a little hug for Miss Pam. And you can catch this last card. It's real simple online if you need to later. We'll talk to you soon. So we're going to start with our 8.5 by 5 1/4 cardstock. Folded it at 4 1/4. Things are getting out of line here. And this pretty DSP with the envelopes on it. I thought it just made such a beautiful framework on this card. And it is cut at 4. Thank you, Beth. You too have a great night. It is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Now, just knowing the numbers doesn't help you because I said those incorrectly. It is cut at 5 1/4 by 4 because the number across is always the first number you say. So this is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And that'll give us just a total of a 1/4 inch, but 1/8 of an inch basically on each, all the way around. Because a 1/4 inch would be a lot. That would be wasting way too much real estate for me. I've done it before. When I'm at the end of my cardstock, I will do that. And this is another piece of the teacup paper. That side pretty, but it's really busy. And we needed this side. So we're just going to glue it to the inside. To the outside of the card here also. Trying to center it as best we can. Now you can take your ruler and figure that out if you want to. I just usually eyeball it, and I'm usually wrong. I always get one side. Oops, no, not quite that far off. I always get one side just a little higher, just a little lower. I blame the curvature in my glasses. There we go. I'm happy with that. Then we're going to set this part aside. Okay. So I have a piece of basic white, and it is 3 5/8 by 2.5. And I got to get my big honkin' big shot up here. It is a big honker. That's okay. And I'm going to use Scotch tape because I can't find my washi tape to hold this down. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm going to... Where did I put them? I'm going to use... I used Scotch tape earlier and it kind of tore my paper just a little bit. I'm going to use Post-it note. That'll work. Okay. So I want this to be in between the dots. In other words, I don't want to put it where one of the dots is, where the dots are cutting through the outside, if that makes sense. I want to put it like so. And this will give me the holes where I want them to use in my ribbon. And I don't have to hold the whole thing down. It's just a little bit harder to, let me make sure it's where I want it. It's just a little bit harder with this one to get it to stay. Now we're going to turn it over and cut it. Simple as that. It's just a regular die cut. It makes such a cute page. Okay, let's lift that up. Now we're going to have dots everywhere. Green dots and white dots. Make sure my white dots, yep, before I take it off. Make sure it cut all the way through. And even this stuck a little bit. I just don't want to rip my cardstock. Little static cling on that. I'm going to use that a lot. Now let's go through them. That's a very scientific way to do it. Now, you'll notice right here, this is a little close to the edge, so I'll make sure I put my ribbon on the top so it's not too close to the edge. I don't want it to rip out. Oh, my dog's going to have a great time eating all these little dots. Maybe I can get most of them into the trash. Today, I was sitting here and I dropped a piece of paper. Just a little piece of scrap. I missed a trash can. And a little scrap. And he came over and tried to get it. And I told him, I said, you need to leave it. You need to leave it. And probably, I'll get that later. Probably did that 4 or 5 times. Came at it like, tasty. And I managed to keep him from eating it. And then what does he do? The little stink pot. Get up to go to the bathroom, and I came in and the little piece of paper was gone. So he had a nice afternoon snack. See, look how my stuff is just scattering everywhere. There we go. Get that a little more under control. All right. So now I'm going to take a piece of scrap. This will work. And my Real Red blending pen. I know that this color in here and this color here is the sweet sorbet, but I don't have a sweet sorbet blend. I don't normally buy the blends for the end colors, so instead I use the Real Red, and also use the Real Red for the base, the background base. So we're going to take our ribbon, and what I did was measured it just about like so, and I cut 2 of them. They don't have to be real long, and I could have colored them as one. And this is just a piece of scrap. And we're going to color it. We're going to take this once white ribbon and make it real red. I guess I could have done it on my piece of paper. I just don't like it. All right. And I can tell you that it's already almost totally dry. That's what I like about the alcohol inks. They dry so fast, so you don't have to worry about smearing them. And that one's done. Move it aside. Let's get the second piece. You'll notice how I'm using the side of my pen. I do not want to destroy my tip. Stampin' Up! Does not have replaceable tips, although they are real close to the Copics. But Stampin' Up! Does not have replaceable tips on these. So I'm trying to be very careful, very cautious with my tips. And while that little piece dries, I'll make sure it's good and dry so I don't get red on my pretty card. I'm going to stamp in the Real Red the words, "Sending you some get well cheer." My next door neighbor, Lori, not to be confused with Laurie, who is my friend who's on here with me quite a bit. She's been in the hospital. She got out last night. She's doing better. And I thought, well, she needed a card. So, I'm going to make her a card and take over there with some flowers tomorrow. And see, I did it crooked because I was talking too much. So now we'll do it again. There we go, that's much better. I do like my chamois. Girls, if you don't have one, they're only like maybe $8. I don't even know if they're that much. And they get it so clean. And usually with the red, you know, it usually stains. But if you get it off quick enough, it's just a little light stain. Which is okay with me. Because that way when I drop them on the floor, they're easy to find. All right. Move you back up there where you belong. Got some red on my fingernail. Let's get that off here real quick. Sure is quiet in the room tonight. Miss everybody. Hopefully you'll get to come and watch me sometime soon. Okay, so we're going to cut this off just a little bit. And I just eyeball it. And that was a 1/2-inch piece. Obviously, no bottom length. And this piece is not the size I'm telling you. It's just a little bit bigger and just a little bit longer. So I'm going to cut this in. And this may not be the way other people do it. I know we have a punch, but punches are so hard with my arthritis, girls. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. So I usually get it on there. Get it straight. That would be nice. That's why I like the green bottle glue. It gives you a moment to move it. But boy, once it sticks, it is there. Let me tell you. And then I, again, am just going to eyeball this about that 1/8 of an inch. Doesn't always come out okay, but, you know, it's homemade. Not that I don't want to do my best. Not using it's homemade for an excuse to not do my best. So then I'm going to glue this on here. Glue that down on it. And then take our dots. And our ribbon, I'm going to put the ribbon in this top hole first. Well, maybe. Just weave it through like you did in kindergarten. And I very intentionally made sure that I had just the 4 holes at the top, not the 5 holes, because that will make it a little bit different for you. I mean, you can do that. And I'm going to take this pop dot, or not the pop dot, mini glue dot, and put it on the back there. And then roll. Oh, let's see. Let's roll that up a little bit. There, that'll hold it down. There we go. We'll do the same thing on the other end. There we go. I'm going to win, you silly arthritis. And put another one here. I like to get this one closer to the edge. And then I put something heavy here to hold it down because I had quite the time. But I want to do it this way. And then we're going to tie a bow. Fussy with this just a little bit here. Show this ribbon who's in charge. That's what we're doing. We gotta twist it over. Do you all know Julie Gilson? And have you ever watched one of her videos? She ties the best bows I've ever seen in my life. If you've not seen her, she just is amazing. Cut that off. There we go. And then we're going to pop it up. We're almost done, ladies. Almost fully done. I want a couple of dots in the middle to keep it from being saggy. Dot right behind this bow. And you just put a dot right there on each end. Doesn't look right. I need my take your pick. Almost there. That's a lot of little dots, but we don't want it to be all saggy baggy. Cover this stuff up. Almost done. Just almost done. There we go. How many of you have like 17,000 of those dots on the floor in your craft space? I sure do. We're going to center that. Uh-oh. That little guy's sticking out. Get up inside there. There we go. And I have a piece of white. Didn't do anything on the inside. I have this piece of white, and I'll put that in the middle. And I need a glad you're feeling better or something of that nature stamp to go on the inside. So there you have it, girls. 3 cards. Three totally different looking cards. I like this one better. Let's put this one on the outside. Totally different looking cards. Made with the Cheerful basket. And if you're wanting to get this before it's gone, you need to hurry up, because everything is as first come, first serve, as they have them. And because they're trying to clear out so we can have all of our new stuff from our new catalog. I'm so excited about the new catalog. I'm not going to lie about it. I've already bought quite a bit, and I can't wait to start sharing it with you. And I will start sharing about the time the catalog actually goes live. I think there's so many good things in the catalog right now, because we have two catalogs. We have our all occasion catalog right now, and the January to April catalog that has some fabulous. Oh, I've bought way too much of that stuff. Anyway, girls, and the occasional boy that I get, I hope that you enjoyed this evening, even if you're catching on your replay. If you watch it on the replay, leave me a message and let me know you did. I would love to know somebody's watching me. It's kind of lonely doing it on your own. And I will say that I'm dreaming of the new catalog coming out and you all being able to see it. And I hope that you all keep dreaming too. Bye-bye for now.